All aboard the toxic gossip sleigh. Flying through the skies of misinformation. Toxic gossip sleigh. You want to talk manipulation station. Toxic gossip sleigh. Ho 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 ho. Jingle bells, slander Santa's name. Oh, what fun it is to lie and say I'm friends with Epstein. Hey. Hello, kids. Well, I probably shouldn't say that. Hello, consenting adults. Are you feeling merry this Christmas? I'm not. You guys probably saw the video my publicist put out the other day, where he claimed he was correcting the narratives, right? I don't know what the takeaway was for y'all. I assume it was that most of the claims about me that have been circling are true because he validated most of them. Like, so that was y'all's takeaway. My takeaway was that you should never hire a publicist off of Craigslist. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Never hire a publicist on Craigslist. Never. It ain't a Merry Christmas if you do it. Hey, hit me. Ho ho ho. Yeah, saying he failed me is an understatement. Honestly, I can't stand wearing this hat. Oh my gosh. You guys have no idea. It's kind of like, you know, girls complain about wearing heels and stuff. Those are my heels. That drives me crazy. Oh my gosh. I hate it. It's itchy. It's ugly. It flattens my hair. And I have to wear it. I don't even know why I put it on. Because, I mean, yeah, the recognition. But it's like, I don't think y'all want to see me be Santa Claus. For holly jolly Santa Claus. I think you want to see me as someone attached to a burning building. That's the impression I get, but whatever. So yes, he made that video. Saying he failed me is an understatement. But still, you know, I'm a nice guy. So first I'm going to honor how much value and worth I have found in him over the years. None. Absolutely nothing at all. The question I return to is, are you working with my enemies? Seriously. None of what was validated is true. And by the way, you know how I'll prove it? By remaining innocent. There is no case. And there will be no arrest, as there is no crime. When everyone is against you, even your own publicist. Actually, I want to spend more time on that point, because I remember the first time I got involved with a minor. Accused of being involved with a minor. Gosh. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Sorry. I get the compulsion to do that, especially when I'm nervous. But the claim at the time basically got no traction until it did. Because of my stupid... I'm going to try to refrain from using insult. But, you know, the whole point of being a publicist is to know when to respond or when to evade versus when to respond and how. And it seems he just threw all that out the window. Because in that instance, the claim had no details. There was no time, no location, no specifics. So that makes it maybe less believable, but it also makes it literally impossible to disprove. Probably the biggest harm from this kind of case is, well, because it was anonymous too. So there was no person, no sacrifice of comfort if there were any pushback, right? It was literally just to tear me down. There was no risk for them whatsoever. There's this language that goes around primarily on the internet, which is kind of like believe all victims, or, you know, I would rather believe a potential liar rather than a potential abuser. Sorry, there's a disgusting freaking freak cuckoo bug flying around. And yeah, I get it. I understand why that language exists. The thing I have to stress is, well, for one, you still should hear me out. But the thing is, in this case specifically, there is no victim or potential liar. This person doesn't exist. We don't know if this is a human. We don't know if this is a robot. We don't know if this is one of those monkeys that spammed random letters on a keyboard and just so happened to form a sentence. So the potential abuser versus potential liar language doesn't apply, because if you could very well be a robot, you can't be a liar, because a program does not have the capacity to consciously lie and be held accountable, right? But guess what? Nobody was using that language. You want to know why? Because, like I said, the claim had gotten hardly any traction until my publicist put out a statement. Dear concerned individuals, it has come to our attention through an overabundance of messages, some of which were written well, that there is confusion regarding a minor incident. While we appreciate the public's enthusiasm for creating narratives, we'd like to gently remind everyone that speculation is not the same as information, a concept most learn at a very young age. We trust this will put the matter to rest, and we thank you in advance for redirecting your superfluous energy toward literally anything else. Signed, Santa's publicist. How helpful! A petty, patronizing statement from my publicist. I don't think I have to tell you why going so over the top in defense is not the best way to minimize a situation. I don't think I have to tell you that. That is a concept most people could learn at a very young age. And then, guess what happened? It ballooned. And here comes all the believe our victims crowd. And I couldn't say anything, even if I wanted to, because it would look terrible. Especially after, my publicist put out that very, belittling, demeaning, disparaging statement. It really put me in an even 10 million times worse situation. Even at that point, because again, how was I going to say something after that? So I didn't say anything. And luckily, and here's a tip for those of y'all who are smarter than my publicist, which is probably all of you. You can just not respond to these things and they will talk themselves out and wear themselves out. So if you give them nothing more to chew on, eventually they're just gonna go away. Because in these situations, you can't prove that I did anything, right? But if I just add more fuel to the fire and I say, but guys, feel bad for me because I can't even disprove it. You guys are just being mean to me for no reason. That's not gonna, people aren't gonna respond to that well. It's just gonna make it look worse, add more attention to things. So they went away. And but in hindsight, this seems to have been the first sprinkle before the thunderstorm, right? Because that very well could, it's coming back now, and that very well could have been what inspired Bade Blueber to make his brain dead video that started this whole thing. So I should probably address the allegations, especially the ones my publicist validated. Thanks. You really corrected the narratives once again. So obviously I'm jolly about this. I'm jolly about everything. Holly jolly. As you can see, you validating these minor incidents puts the biggest smile on my face. But it's okay. I'm not nervous at all. I'm not nervous. Did I look nervous? I don't look. Ho, ho, ho! Sorry. Gosh. Where was I? Right. So, first, there was a claim that I have a special sanctuary for children only in the North Pole. That idea was 100% fabricated by Bade Blueber in his original video. I've never heard that from anybody else, and obviously I'm Santa Claus, so I know it's not true. But and my publicist acknowledged him making crap up, yet puzzled over how he was somehow still right. I think I can help rectify this for you. He wasn't. He was wrong. And you were wrong about plenty things. plenty of things as well. My publicist validated as well that I charged minors on Discord for virtual hugs and sleep calls. From what I could tell, this idea originated from a troll inspired by this image. So most of the people that were saying these, from what I could tell, saying this about me, were joking. Obviously my Sorry. You know what? No. I'm not sorry. Because he had the nerve to say, I'm in a hard situation right now. Oh my gosh, you're in a hard situation. Oh my gosh. Tell the earth to stop spinning. This is an emergency. I don't care! I don't care! You self-conceited poop face, failed idiot publicist. That felt pretty good. To finally swear, because y'all know I don't really swear like that. That really, that felt great. Maybe I should be a little bit bad more often. Anyway, he also insinuated that I had something to do with the redacted pages from the Epstein files. But he himself literally said, and I quote, "I think so." What does that mean? What do you mean, I think so? Literally, what could that mean? And y'all are sitting here just accepting every word he spoon feeds to y'all. Now he's lashing out at me on Twitter because I said he was wrong, and probably on purpose. And he replied with an illegal picture of me with a little kid and he said, "Really? An 11-year-old? Oh my God. How could you do it with an 11-year-old? Oh my God." Hey, listen, buddy. You can't just go around posting confidential pictures. Okay? Set that precedent, and you will find your most important information out there tomorrow. Don't think I'm gonna sit here, I'm scared of my mom. I get in trouble. I'm posting your crap. Everything there is. Every text message, every photo, your social security number. You think I don't have that? Yeah, I do. I hired you. Somebody had to. But either way, it doesn't matter, because you all have already seen me explain that this kid insinuated that they were of age. I literally have the Discord iMessage. I have the iMessage. I've never been on Discord. I have the iMessage conversation to prove that. So I certainly am not going to be held liable, because again, no crime, no arrest.